Justice, what's good? Tim, what's up? Travis, shout out Travis, dude. Travis, the most recent to join the Patreon. I'm DeFort, what's up? Sammy, another patron, let's go. How's the quick trip? Shout out Young Wavy. Yo, it was a good trip. It was definitely quick, though. Samoan Skater, what's up, dude? How are you, Samoan Skater? Oh, my away. Yeah, dude, shout out everybody showing love to the Patreon. It seems to be working. Seems to be working. Really stoked on all the support and everything. Seki, Samoan Skater. So that's my Samoan right there. But yeah, should we watch this? This is already live on Patreon right now, so Sammy, Travis, maybe you guys have already watched it, maybe you haven't. But this drops tomorrow. So we're gonna watch it together for the stream, and then yeah, you can watch it like uninterrupted tomorrow. But yeah, we're gonna react to watching Mario teach me how to skate. Haven't seen anything about laser flips from you. Yeah, I don't really love laser flips, but I could probably learn them. Sup, Joe? How's it going, Luca? All right, let's start watching this thing.
Okay, you guys, today's a big day. We're here with Maurio McCoy.
It's cracking.
Let me know how the audio levels are. Let me go make myself small like this.
Bro, you don't even...
Oh, yeah. And for those that are in my Patreon, you already know, I did like a half-hour like podcast type like interview. And with Mario, dude, he's the best, dude. He's awesome. Super humble and just so good at skateboarding. So consistent. Yeah, so
no, when I started my YouTube channel,
I'll put the link to, if you guys want to watch the podcast, there's the Patreon QR code. You guys can scan that. Maybe we'll use this one. No, we'll just use top left corner.
oh, this was my goal, was like to have pros teach me tricks, and now we're here 2 years later. So this is sick. All right, so yeah, today Mario is gonna teach me how to nollie flip. We're gonna try and knock this out in 20 minutes, see if his coaching can get me to land a nollie flip.
Did I skate his twin tail? No, I didn't. I did not. What's up, Ukraine? Was that the LA skate park on your story? Yeah, it was. Chevy Chase, such a good park.
So how much time do we have right now?
Right now we're at 45 seconds.
Bro, you have 19 minutes to teach me.
I think you got this. I think
Really? Okay.
All right, so
All right.
first, let me see you do one, because that tells me a lot if I see where you're at.
Okay. All right. Okay, here.
It was so surreal, dude. Like I said, I've been working towards this goal of like having top pros be in my videos and teach me how to skate. Because at the end of the day, more so than the videos, I just want to get better at skating. And so to be able to be coached by somebody like Mario, who is just an absolute beast, like he's breathing rare air. Like he's so good, so consistent on a skateboard. We played skate, and I thought I'd at least be able to get a letter on him, and he smoked me. I'm glad I didn't film it because it was embarrassing.
There you go.
On the spot.
All right, so pretty simple. Like, you are already flicking good. It's just your front foot's kind of like in this pocket over here.
Yep.
And every time you're doing that, you're trying to pop, you're like popping there.
Okay.
Move your front foot into the middle more.
Okay.
Do the same thing you're doing. And always remember, with nollie tricks, you have to like push forward. It's not like a normal like ollie, like a kick flip where you just push down and flick out. You push forward and flick back. So like, always think you're like shoveling like that. And right when you like feel like that there, flick back. Almost bring the board to your back foot and release once.
So center my front foot and then
shovel.
Push forward.
Yep, that's it.
Dude, I know it sounds so simple, and it is so simple, but it takes practice to do what he's saying, just pushing the board in front of you. But I can't wait to practice this now that I feel like he's really simplified it in my head, and I can't wait to just keep practicing and hopefully, get consistent with nollie flips.
What if I get the second try? That's like the fastest.
That'd be pretty sick.
Fastest video ever. Yeah, I've gotta get used to this.
Also, let's do it like over here, because doing tricks by the drain is like really hard because it's all uneven.
Yeah.
Do it like either right here, just anywhere not next to a drain.
Okay. All right, yeah, we'll go right there.
Okay.
All right, so I need to think, push a nollie forward and then flick.
And flick back, yep.
Now I'm like over gripping because I have to adjust my.
You can see I do this weird thing where I like turn. Yeah, it's not good, dude. I didn't know we were working on nollie flips this day. We talked about it ahead of time, what tricks we were going to work on. And we were going to do hard flip, but he wasn't feeling his hard flips that day. And so we switched to nollie flip at the last second. But honestly, I had a better shot with nollie flips than hard flips anyways.
Yeah.
Flick, because now
you could move your feet together closer too. Like you could be like there.
Uh-huh. Ooh.
You see what I mean? It like, move them a little closer together. All right.
It's getting a proper like pop and flick now.
So that was good. So what you kind of like, you did everything right. The only thing you did that kind of like made it harder was you leaned back. Like you like use your momentum to pop forward, and then you try to like adjust.
I move
and do
my
that.
head.
And once you do that, you lose. Like,
so I gotta like push forward without like jerking.
Pretty much.
Okay.
Pretty much.
The problem I kept having, I felt like, was as I pushed forward, the more you push the board underneath you, the more you need to like jump up and get your leg out of the way so it can actually like pop. So you've got to like pop and push forward. And for me, I have a hard time with it. I feel like I either get the pop or the push forward. I've got to learn how to get both at the same time. I love the connection we were getting with pros and YouTubers. Yeah, it's sick. Any chance of collabing with Dan, Dale, Sean, Brian, etc.? I've collabed with Brian. Yeah, there's a chance, like, of course. But honestly, collabing with pros is way more interesting to me, and I feel like to my audience, than collabing with other YouTubers, because we get content out of YouTubers all the time. I'd rather see content of me working with a pro and them sharing like their mental process and their tips and tricks and how they view things, because I feel like that's more beneficial because they're just so good at skateboarding. So hopefully we can make more of these videos happen. If you want to support that, join the Patreon. Okay.
All right.
That honestly was not a bad attempt.
Yeah. No, that was good.
that was I missed the pop, but
the flick was good. It was like it was rotating.
I think the head thing is
I just always think like when I'm in doubt of tricks, I think about how P-Rod would do it. And every time P-Rod does a trick, he's so like level, like his shoulders never like tilt.
Okay.
So if you just think how would P-Rod do it, because he can literally do any flip trick.
Visualize I am P-Rod.
Exactly.
Lucas says, yeah, I love your content. Just a fun, long vlog would be cool. Yeah, I don't know how good the vlogs are going to do on YouTube. Maybe I'll post one, or maybe if the people on Patreon want to see that, I do that on Patreon. But the thing is, there's just so many videos that I would like to make that just don't do well on YouTube. So that's kind of what the Patreon is for, is to make stuff more specific to what you guys want.
Yeah. I have a hard time the foot position.
Yeah.
I'm like so unstable, but.
How's your nollie? Like just straight nollie?
Let's see.
This part was so embarrassing because I could not, like, I don't have the best nollie.
On that, and then I think what I'm saying about nollie flip will make a lot of sense.
Okay.
Like, so that nollie, you like leveled out a little, but you still.
I don't have the best nollie flips, but I could not just do a regular nollie flip in front of him. It took me like, I don't know how many tries to get just a plain, like, solid nollie.
Still kind of like lean forward.
Okay.
With that, like I was saying, you want to like push it forward and level out. Almost like kick your back foot down even on just a nollie, just to level it. So it looks like you see how it kind of like I brought it to my back foot and then did it?
Mario floats, bro. Homie's got some bouncy legs.
No, it's good.
Let me do it.
And then you see me with like pillows for legs. I cannot jump.
A few more.
Yeah. But I think that will help you. Like, solid pop on that will then give you solid pop when you try to flip.
Yeah, I just don't. Every time that I've done nollie flip, I spent like half hour just nulling.
Yeah, no, it's
to
good.
get the timing.
That's good.
All right, let's go. Ah, I'm like, my feet are like not getting out of the way. I don't know why it's going to the, like going crooked. Am I popping weird or am I twisting?
You're turning your shoulders.
Weird.
Think of your shoulder. Think of everything connected to your shoulders.
Okay.
Whatever this does, everything else is gonna follow.
All right, so I'm twisting my shoulders, I guess.
So it's good. You see how it was straight though? Like,
yeah.
You didn't turn. It's because your shoulders stayed a little more straight.
Okay.
There you go.
Okay.
That's good.
There's a movie about white men and jumping. I haven't watched that yet. White Man Can't Jump. I wonder how Mario would do in Battle at the Barracks. I think he'd do really good. I don't think he'd win though, because I feel like we talked about this. He has his bag of tricks, and he kind of like focuses on doing what he wants to do rather than what everybody else is doing. So I don't know if he put the time in. He's so talented. 100%, that could be like, he could be Jamie Griffin, you know, like if he put in the work. But I don't think he wants to just be a flat ground skater. Like, you watch, we did 3 trick tips. Spoiler, this is the first of 3 trick tips and coaching sessions. And he nollie flipped the 2 flat 2 first try, like perfect. Frontside flipped it first try, perfect. Tray flip, perfect. Like, he's just got so much more to offer than Battle at the Barracks, like flat ground, I would say. I don't know. Battle at the Barracks is kind of weird.
They're looking good. So a couple more of those, and then just apply everything that you just
I think
did
the shoulders is like helping my head stay still as well.
For sure.
Turned on that one.
Adam F says, gifted hater and local Joe doing tray flips and baggy pants. One of us is doing tray flips and baggy pants. It's not me. I don't know if you guys saw on his video where he was like, there's no way local Joe is tray flipping in those shorts. I thought that was funny.
That was the best one.
Yeah, for sure.
So now all of that and how you were flicking, and you got a nollie flip.
Okay, I just need to trick myself. Just think nollie and then last second flick it.
That's it.
And I'm here.
Tony Perks experience. He could probably do well if he skated and tried to get his flat ground. Yeah, 100%. Dude, he's so talented. You guys, it's another world, I swear, when you watch people that are that good at skateboarding. It's bizarre how consistent they are. Did you ask him to do these coaching sessions and he just agreed and said yes? Well, what happened is Mario has a YouTube channel now. And so I reached out to him. I commented on his YouTube video and said, like, hey, let's make a trick tip. And then tried to posted it on my Instagram story and tried to get everybody to go like it to get it to the top so he'd see it. But within like 5 minutes of me even posting about it, Mario hit me back and said he was down. So like, he recognized me from a video I made about his kickflips like over a year ago. And now that he's doing YouTube, he was like instantly down. And so within a couple days, I was just like, all right, when are you free? And he's like, Mondays to Fridays. And so I was like, okay, well, I'll see what I can do. And then one thing led to the next. And within like 2 days, I was driving down to LA to try and make it happen. And yeah, it worked out. He's super cool. You guys would see if you join the Patreon and see like the one-on-one interview, just how down to earth and humble he is. And dude, he's coolest dude for sure, and just dripping with talent. Like, yeah, I really liked just his whole vibe and everything. So yeah, go subscribe to Mario. We're gonna be doing a giveaway at the end of the 3 videos that we do: the tray flip, frontside flip, and nollie flip. We're gonna be giving a board away to anybody that's subscribed to both of our YouTube channels. So make sure you subscribe to both of us.
You thought about one foot over the other. You thought about flicking it. You forgot about popping.
Okay.
So think pop first.
Pop
That's the
first.
first thing you're gonna have to do. So
Okay,
think about your front
every
foot.
try, I just need to make sure I get a pop.
Mhm.
Oh man, I lost. My head like came back and I
Yeah. It's hard sometimes too, because you try to compensate for the pop. Like you try to like kind of lean in to get more. And sometimes that just throws your balance off. And then when you go to pop, it does that.
I think that's why I struggle with nollie and whatnot. Is because I'm trying to like pre-lean in.
Mm-hmm.
Well, at least like I feel like the shoulder thing is helping me stay above it better.
It is.
But yeah.
If you would have popped that one, I think that would have just landed. I think
yeah.
that was it.
Okay. Oh man.
Yeah. That was a good snap.
Had the flock, had the flick.
Yeah.
Gone.
That was a good snap.
Let's get this. Oh, I turned my shoulders.
You got it.
Turned them backside, huh?
That's it. I mean, you can do nollie backside flips if you want. Those are easier.
Bro, I low key in my head, I think they are.
They're way easier.
I'm just like, I can't do one before the other.
Yeah, I feel that. I feel that.
Yeah, it's right there. I think a big problem I've had is not getting my feet up enough.
Yeah. That like the thing I was saying.
Real quick, guys, I just made this QR code. If you scan this, you can go sub to Mario's channel. Like I said, again, we're gonna be doing a giveaway. Everybody that subbed to both of us, so go subscribe to Mario.
Saying like pushing forward is gonna help with that a little bit because it's gonna make the back like your tail go down. It's like instead of it like flipping like this and then your back foot's like trying to get on.
Yeah.
It'll just level, so it'll be like underneath you.
Got to get that pop, but I got to pop forward.
Yep.
My shin. Yeah, I'm having such a hard time.
Yeah.
Pushing.
It's also like think about like the contact point on your nose too. That's like a hard thing because like if you're stepping outside like here or there, like leaning to either side, it's not going to be as solid as of a pop.
Am I leaning to one side or the other on that last one?
Do another one. Let me see.
Okay. All right.
Lightsome Living says lift your knees. Yeah, I think a big problem of that I was having was just staying above the board, like staying too close to the ground that I couldn't manipulate the board. There wasn't enough space between me and the ground for the board to actually like do anything. Either the board was staying too close to the ground or it was hitting my feet. I needed to jump up more and give it more space.
All right.
Nah, it's good. I think it's just your shoulders.
Yeah, that one for sure.
Yeah, that's like the hardest part of nollie is just staying solid when you're trying to do something off the nose.
Yeah, it's just hard because you have to flick like behind you when you're like face that
way.
way.
Sort of though. Like you really want to focus on like when you're doing nollies, like pulling the board forward with your front foot, and then your back foot kind of just like it does like a little like it
the
just
board almost hits it.
Yeah, exactly. Like you bring the board to your flick instead of the other way around.
All right. So that, but gotta pop it.
Yeah, and it gives you more like power with less, you know? It's just more
that makes sense because it's like I think with kick flips you gotta lead with your knee.
Exactly.
So the nose has to come up.
Tony Perks says, can you switch flip Local Joe? Because I feel like learning how to switch flips would help a lot. Yeah, I've never switch flipped. I know that I can. I just haven't taken the time. It's the same thing with nollie. So I've done like 2 or 3 nollie flips before. I've not done any switch flips, but it's not something that's like out of my like ballpark. It's just something I haven't spent a lot of time doing. Like I've been so focused on like tray flips and there's just so many tricks to learn. But yeah, a lot of people learn switch flips first. I feel more comfortable in nollie, so that's why I went for nollie before switch flip. But
like almost directly underneath you before you flick.
Exactly.
So same thing. I just got to get the tail underneath me.
Sammy gets it. Sammy understands the nollie flip is easier than switch. Yeah, for me, I feel more comfortable because I'm rolling forward.
That's it.
Oh,
yeah.
Man. If I had flicked properly.
I think it was good. I still think like a little more forward, like nollieing forward, and that flick is enough. That's more than enough.
It's just the board.
I just saw this comment. I like how people like him and Asta make it feel like they're not celebrities and that you can talk to him without feeling like it's a problem. Dude, yeah, I resonate with that big time because I've talked to like, you know, a couple dozen pros at this point at street leagues and whatnot. Not in this like intimate of a way where it's like just us, but they all like have different vibes. Like some of them are kind of overwhelmed with the crowds, and so they're, you know, trying to get away. And but Mario is just super cool, like such like just a real down to earth person. And yeah, Tom Asta gives me that vibe as well. Hopefully, if we can get the Patreon cooking, I would love to potentially, you know, fly out to Pennsylvania and collab with Tom. That would be super sick. Tom, or fly to Montreal, collab with Wade Desarmo. Those are a couple people that I have like little connections with that maybe if I played the cards right, we could get a video going between those two. Same kind of video like this, but obviously need more money to do that. So that's why I'm being so annoying about the Patreon.
Board's not in the right position for the flick.
Yeah, but it's close.
All right. I'm turning. If you want, we could film a trick tip for you as well. If you want to do a nollie flip trick tip for your channel.
Okay.
So it could be like.
Yeah, guys. So the actual trick tip for this, I gave it to Mario. I don't know if or when he's gonna post it. So you're gonna have to sub to Mario's channel and just comment where's the nollie flip trick tip to get him to post it. But I know it's ready to go. I edited it, like filmed it for him, put it together, sent it over to him basically as like to make sure like he was getting something out of the collab. And I even gave him like a thumbnail. So I know it's ready to go. So you guys just need to go sub to Mario and bug him to release it.
Trick tip on your channel and then the you coaching me through on my channel, so it like crosses over.
Okay. Yeah.
Oh my gosh.
Oh, there it was.
No pop, but
that's all right.
I just want to warn you guys, I'm gonna take that as a make. If I make it no pop, that's all right. I'm taking it. We've got.
That's a make when you're learning. You know, like you can work all the rest of the stuff.
The first one I ever did, I caught it front foot. It was like, it made no sense. Like how good it was. Yeah, it was crazy.
You've been chasing that one ever since.
And yeah, I've never been able to do them like that since.
Nah, that'll change.
Dude, it's that.
It's the shoulder.
Yeah, also, I guess it's the shoulder. I think the shoulders, keeping the shoulders helps me to push it forward.
Yeah.
It gives me the structure to.
It's almost like you do want to lean in like a tiny bit, but like there's got to be a point where you stop your back shoulder.
Not enough that it's like making me.
Yeah.
Tony says, I have a really good tip for learning how to flick. I'll DM you something on IG later today and let me know if it helps you. It helped me like night and day. Bro, I think we all want to hear about this right now. Dude, everybody put W Tony. If you want Tony to drop the wisdom in the chat.
Yeah,
jerk.
That's like you're using all of your momentum, and then when you flick, you're just like.
Yeah, I gotta stay up and down.
There you go.
All right, let's see you doing.
All right, let's watch me bail this one.
Oh.
I didn't think I was bringing that one around.
I thought you were going primo on that one.
I did too.
Maybe.
I thought he was going to get so rocked on that.
You could do some in between just so I can like.
Yeah.
Yeah, so I kind of cut it out, but I was just asking him to do nollie flips in between my attempts just because I know that visually seeing somebody doing it helps me so much. So at this point, he starts doing like nollie flips between my attempts, and I start to get closer.
Okay. Push forward. Gotta think.
Bro, so Travis says, you're flicking too early. I mentioned it in your lazy nollie flip video. You have to lift the popping foot before the flick. Bro, you're the one that gets me to land this in the end. I didn't know who it was, but this comes up later in the video. Your tip that you put on my video. That's so funny.
I'm just gonna do it quick. Oh, damn. This is just like really my punishment for not ever like practicing nollie or switch. Because it's like.
It happens. Oh, that was a good one.
You can see that one literally did everything perfect, but I am not getting myself above the board.
Yeah, it's really what you're saying. Like,
Yeah.
if I could get the tail underneath me, the flip.
You get a sesh with Tom Astitute? No, not yet. I would love to. Tom and I have talked about collabing. It hasn't worked out. It's just hard. Like, he lives on the East Coast, so I would have to fly out to the East Coast. So yeah, I mean, subscribe to the Patreon so we can fly to Tom and make a collab happen.
Liquid.
Yeah.
Be there. I just gotta like, I call it like getting it into the strike zone.
Yeah.
Where it's like,
Yeah. 100%.
oh no.
There you go.
My head still jerked back, but like,
It still
I
worked.
pushed it in front enough that the
worked.
flick happened.
Yeah.
That's just my shoulders. I can feel it every time it just like goes bad like that.
You think that that's gonna.
This is so funny. So Tony Perks, he says he's got this like super good tip for nollie flips, and it's something I've already made a video on. And it's the first time I ever did a nollie flip, I did what he's saying. So he says basically you stand just on the ground and you drag your toes on the ground, pretending that the ground is your board to help you get used to flicking underneath you. Yeah, I made a whole video about that. The time I came up with that, I landed it like real proper. I'll pull up the clip in a second.
Gonna like help.
I don't know why.
That's
I see other people do that too, though. Like,
yeah, it happens. It's just like natural. You want to try to help it work, but it makes it work.
Can I see you doing? I just want to watch your shoulders and like your arms and everything. Interesting.
Like you see, there's like a little bit of rocking. Like there's like a little bit, but I stop at some point to like level.
Woo, that was a nice one.
Nice.
I also.
It's crazy how high he catches all of his tricks. Like he knows how to pop them up into the air rather than like they go up and down and land. They go up, land, and then he floats down.
Notice you kind of throw your arms behind you.
A little bit.
Like both arms equally. I think I'm throwing this arm.
Yeah, you kind of. Yeah, you're like winding. You're almost like this, and then you're doing nollie backside flip.
Interesting. Okay.
Yeah, it's weird if you watch his arms go like that, like behind him. Mine go like up kind of, but his like pump behind him, like he's throwing his elbows like behind him like that. If you guys pay attention to his attempts going forward, you'll see.
Give yourself like something to focus on. Like just focus on your front shoulder. Don't think about anything else. Just tell yourself this try.
So where should I keep my front shoulder? Like
it could be open like a tiny bit, but like
mostly closed off, a little open.
Yeah.
Okay. I think I'm trying to open it, and that's.
This is a good point from Travis Davis. He says his momentum is traveling upwards after he's flicked. So that's a good, I feel like, mental note to make is like when you're doing kick flips or whatever it is, are you flicking when your momentum's already died, or is your momentum still going up?
That's what's winding me up.
Yeah.
For
and if you're really trying to close it, then it's like it's really hard to do tricks like completely like this, because then you're gonna start turning this way.
Yeah.
Like, you kind of want it to just be like as open as it would be if you're just riding forward. You know, nothing more, nothing less.
So just like neutral.
Yeah.
5 minutes, bro.
Yeah, 5 minutes.
I gotta get this.
This is a hard first one to choose too, but I think you got it.
Yeah.
I think you got this one.
It's definitely, I feel like it comes down to like my stability in the stance.
Yeah.
If I was more stable, I could like pop better. Bro, I hate the fact that I'm like turning, but it's just like bad habit.
Yeah. You got it.
Daniel Medeiros says, I think plyometric exercises must have a hell of a difference, make a hell of a difference when it comes to pop and switch. Yeah, 100%. I've thought about this a lot, like a workout program designated for like, oh, like this is that will help you basically with the timing of your pop and the strength of your pop without actually skating. I don't know if that's possible, but that's something I've thought about maybe in the future.
So now that one was like a little flick good, but leaning too far forward.
Okay.
Go give it like a little speed too. It might help kind of even things out.
All right, let's see you do one.
Got you.
Yo, I didn't stop long enough there for you guys to really see it, but if you guys know who Young Wavy is, he's way bigger creator than I am. I mean, at least, yeah. He's got more subs, more views, everything. But he's a homie, and he came with me for literally the day. Picked him up in Las Vegas, drove all the way down to California. We spent the night and then filmed in the morning and then drove back that night. And he just came along, supported, filmed this whole thing for me, and was just such a homie, like really, really helped me out. So shout out Young Wavy. W Young Wavy in the chat.
All right, I got your back. The board went forward that time though.
Yeah, no, it's good. It's really just all about like contacting the ground, like getting like a pop is gonna help so much.
Where's your head over when you crouch down?
Let's see. Kind of over a little closer to the front, I'd say.
That's what I was.
Yeah.
I watched that last one and I thought that's what it was.
Yeah.
That's what I'm gonna try. I'm gonna try and put my weight like over that point.
Yeah.
Just behind the truck.
There you go.
Yeah. I think that's, if I focus on getting my weight in that spot, I think it'll be more consistent and I can get one. All right.
Also think about pushing down on the nose really hard, like really popping. Cause like it'll like trick you to actually hit the ground. Like if you hit the ground, it'll start to do what we were talking about.
Yeah,
kind
it
of
makes it more flowy.
Yeah.
I think I'm flicking too early. It's not letting it get to the the pop.
Could be it.
All right. Watch this one. I'm gonna lift. This is gonna work.
All right.
You can see right there, I'm trying to explain what Travis was talking about earlier, which is basically lifting your front foot up before you flick with your back foot. I was struggling to like explain it to Mario right there. So I just like I'm not going to explain it right now. I'm just going to try one. And look what happens.
All right, let's see if we can get another one.
That was dope. That was sick. I was not expecting that at all.
Babe Ruthed it, dude.
Dude, it was perfect.
That was good.
That was sick.
What I was thinking about is somebody told me once, you got to get this foot out of the way before you flick.
Yeah.
Travis is loving this, dude. I'm literally just like preaching Travis's gospel right now.
I don't know why. I think that helped me think more about like trying to get my foot up, helped me get my weight in the right position to jump or something.
Yeah. A lot of
Tony saying 2 to make it true. we had 3 tricks to do this day, so I wasn't trying. I did try some. I cut it out, but yeah, I did not want to get burnt out on just the first trick. That's why I was limiting it to 20 minutes per trick to try and get through a few different things so we didn't just spend, hours working on one trick. So, not the best nollie flip. I'll show you guys the first time I went through this process. Let me see if I can share my screen right here. So, right here, you guys can see this was the first time I tried nollie flips, and I did that. I did that tip that Tony was talking about, dragging your foot on the ground, and it helped a lot. I did it a little bit different. You guys can go search Manny Santiago's Secret to Nollie Flips or something like that. But Manny Santiago gave that tip to drag your foot on the ground, imagining it was the nose. But I did it even a cooler way where I was like, one foot was up on a curb and I did it with a jump, so it gave you like the jump and the timing. So you guys are gonna see soon. I'm probably gonna do it on Patreon, but I'm gonna do a video trying to get like 10 nollie flips in a session, and I think I got a good shot. I think from everything that Mario taught me, plus the flick thing that I'm talking about with Tony. I feel like I could probably get 10 in a row. So, all right, let's let this play out real quick.
A lot of time too, like if I'm struggling with a trick and it's not going where it needs to go, like I just try to remind myself that like I don't go to the board, I make the board come to me.
Yeah.
That's like the hardest part, obviously.
Yeah.
But if you remember, like I'm manipulating this.
Right.
That's kind of
adjust the board, not yourself. Yeah. The winner. You guys, thanks so much to Mario. We're gonna be giving away a board at the end of this series of videos. So everybody that's subscribed to me and to Mario, we're gonna send you a board. So go subscribe to Mario and make every day a Friday. On to the next trick.
Let me put the link to Mario again, to Mario's channel. Go sub and say Local Joe sent you. Yeah, I'm really trying to, make this worth Mario's time so that hopefully in the future we can do more collabs and, I can network and hopefully do more videos like this with other pros. Maybe Tom Asta, like I said, Wade DeZarmo. I don't know. A crazy thing I saw, dude, when I was in LA. So after Mario left, me and Young Wavy stayed and skated for a while. And while we were there, Roman Hager pulled up. I don't know if you guys know who Roman Hager is, but he's friends with Danny Duncan, and he's really, really good. He also skates for Santa Cruz. Him and Mario both skate for Santa Cruz. Dude, he was nuts to watch. And then as I was leaving, I saw Ish Cepeda showed up, and I love Ish, and I love just his whole vibe, dude. And back to what somebody was saying about like Mario and Tom make it feel like they're not celebrities, that they're just a normal person you could go up and like talk to. Ish was the same way, dude. I went up and was like, dude, shout out Gas Giants, and was like chatting with him for just a couple seconds on our way out. But he was like super nice, super appreciative, and it's just, yeah, it's cool because I think you get it built up in your head that these pros are like, I don't know, they have these huge egos or whatever, especially when you meet them in like a very public space at like a contest or wherever. And so it's not really a place where you can really like have a full conversation because everybody is like wanting a piece of their time. And so yeah, it's just cool, man. Like seeing like people that I look up to in skateboarding and whatnot, and they're just like just nice dudes. I'm sure there's like people that aren't nice, but I don't know, they were super nice. That was super dope, man. Kudos to you, Moose, John Hill. Yeah, there are a couple, especially Moose. I would like to collab with Moose, I think. Um, Sammy says 10 in a row is pretty hard. Did I say 10 in a row? I just meant I think I could do a video where I land 10 nollie flips, not necessarily in a row, but just 10. I I think I could do 10 in a session because I'm already so close. It's just the like I've got to get it kind of like dialed in, make it a little bit more like repeatable. And then, from there, I think I can once I get the feeling, just hopefully repeat it, get a little bit more consistent with it. Um, can you nollie heel? Asks Tony Perks. So I've never nollied heel. This is so funny, Tony, because you said earlier maybe you should try switch flip first. And I was like, no, nollie flip seems easier to me. And now I'm like, you're asking me if I can nollie heel? I've never nollie heeled, but I have switch heeled. It's like opposite with heel flip. But I think now nollie heel would be easier. I've gotten close a bunch of times, but I have this curse of I want to save it for like a video. So anyways, yeah, we'll probably need to get nollie heel and switch heel pretty soon as well because a lot of it is like the timing that you get from doing nollies. And I think I'm just gonna make it a point to like practice my nollies a whole bunch, and really get like the timing and everything down with them. But I wanted to show you guys. Let me share my screen real quick. Share screen. This is the interview I was talking about. You guys are gonna see like bits and pieces of
Flat
this.
or
No, it's a good bit of concave. I think the concave is exactly the same as the manual Guzman board. Like, I don't think they changed any of that.
I'm gonna be using this interview for various like videos and whatnot. But yeah, this is basically what it is. It's like a half hour. I asked him about his board shape. If you don't know, he skates a twin tail VX. I think he's the only VX person with a twin tail. Maybe Tom Asta might be on a VX twin tail, but I know their shapes are different. I know, yeah, he has like a very specific shape. He said it's the Emmanuel Guzman shape, but made into a twin. So pretty sick. I definitely want to try it out after hearing him like talk about it and stuff. Took me 7 months to get nollie flips consistent, and then a month to learn switch flips. Yeah, when I learned nollie, the first time I landed a nollie flip, I was like right in that mode where I really could have just like kept landing them. I don't know. You move on sometimes to other tricks, and had I stuck around, I mean, I was in games of skate, people would do switch flip, and I just switch flip and get really, really close. And even now, like it, I could get lucky and land a switch flip, like if I needed to under pressure. I've gotten really, really close, like gotten both feet back on the board and stuff. But anyways, I just need to, stick with it. But really, it's just my nollie and switch. I neglect it so much that um, I don't know. I pay the price. Collab with Gifted Hater, says Graph SB. If me and Gifted Hater collabed, what would you want to see? Leave it in the chat. What a local Joe Gifted Hater collab. Give me your best ideas. What you'd want to see. I get this comment all the time, and I'm just like, I don't understand what the collab video would look like between me and Gifted Hater. I'm down to do it, but instead of trying to land 10, tried to land 5 every session. I'm 39 and never skated nollie and switch when I was younger. 5 every session. Yeah, you're right. You're right. I should I don't know, maybe not 5. Maybe I start with like 3, move it up to 5, and then once they're consistent, you know, I can do them when I want, but 5 every session, that would eat up my whole session. You know what Ben DeGros says? I haven't made a video about this, but um, basically he talks about how the idea that he says the only hack in skateboarding is if you're trying to learn a trick, try it 10 times every session. And if it's feeling good that day, try it some more and work on it. But then once you lose it, move on and come back to it the next day. Try it 10 more times. If it's feeling good, continue with it until it's not, and then leave it. And then just keep doing 10 tries every session. If it's feeling good that day, go with it. If it's not, skip it. But basically to get like 10 attempts every day. I should do a video on that where I do like test that theory out for a 10 days or something, or a week, maybe 5. Yeah, 5 days. See how much progress I can make, say on like hard flips or something like that. Yeah, 3 is a good starting point, then work on something else. Yeah, it's just I know that it's not a solid enough trick for me that if I'm gonna work on nollie flips, it has to be kind of the focus of my session. I'm not just gonna like do 5 willy-nilly. Nowadays, I pick a trick and do it that day to see if I still got it. Yeah, but Sammy is the GOAT, dude. Sammy's got every trick, bro. Sammy could probably kickflip back Smith. Sammy, have you ever done kickflip back Smith? I bet he's got it. I bet he's got it. But yeah, this is the kind of stuff that I want to do with my Patreon, and I hope you guys are into it, because this is definitely, I think, the most interesting like content on YouTube. Like that, and that's not like arrogant or anything. That's just according to my interests, which is getting better at skateboarding. This is the kind of stuff that I would want to see. And so this is me trying to make it, you know what I mean? And not all of it, like I said, I was telling Mario about this. There's this YouTuber, well, he's a skateboarder, but he has a YouTube channel. His name's Norman Woods. And Norman Woods did a video about crook nollie flips, a trick tip on crook nollie flips. But he said it didn't do well. Like, to me, crook nollie flips, that's like a grail trick. Like, that's dream trick. I think a video on crook nollie flips is the sickest thing. Like, so cool. But he said that his videos that he does on kick flips get more views than videos on crook nollie flips. And that's because more people are trying to learn kick flips than are trying to learn crook nollie flips. So I think the crook nollie flips content is way cooler, because how many people have a trick tip on crook nollie flips? Like nobody, right? So I think that's way sicker, but it's never going to be incentivized on YouTube because there's not a big enough audience for it. So that's where I feel like the Patreon thing is sick, is because I don't need a big audience to be incentivized to make the coolest videos. Like, my videos are just, if it's for, a super niche audience of people, we can do videos on crook nollie flips and I don't feel like I'm wasting my time. Whereas, Norman Woods, obviously he felt like he was wasting his time doing videos on crook nollie flips. I think he stopped doing videos altogether because he kind of ran into that issue of, you're kind of limited on what you can do. And I don't want to be limited. That's why I started the Patreon. So I just want to say shout out to everybody who's supported the Patreon, man. Like, I think we're up to 20 subscribers at this point. So shout out you guys, dude. Like, I truly believe that is the pathway forward to be able to make the coolest skateboard content on the internet. And not only just for the Patreon community, but also for YouTube. Because the only way I can build a Patreon is by also sharing on YouTube, Instagram, TikTok. So I feel like it just all goes together. So I would definitely recommend joining the Patreon. And I just want to say thank you to everybody that has already joined it. But yeah, I'm trying to learn crook nollie flip right now. See, that's what I'm saying, Sammy. That's what I'm saying. That's what I'm saying. You know who's got crook nollie flips? Mario. He's got crook nollie flips. He has a nice too. He also has nose blunt nollie flips. Pretty, dude. That would be fun to have Mario do a trick tip on nose blunt nollie flips. Just like for the sake of just, I don't know, why not? Who's gonna need that? So many pros can't nose blunt nollie flip. That's such a random trick. I mean, like, I'm nowhere near it, but I feel like it would be cool to see him explain his process. I know he's talked about it a little bit on the 9 Club, that he just gets into a nose blunt, and then wherever his feet are, that's where he flicks from. He doesn't try to adjust his feet, but I'm sure there's more to it than just, get into a nose blunt and then flick and pray. Yeah, and that's also the thing, is like these pros, sometimes they don't know how technical what they're doing is because they take so much of it for granted. So having somebody like me that's average be there to witness it and to like question it and to ask little tiny questions, I feel like almost helps pull out like the nuggets of wisdom that these pros have in their brain, but they don't know that they have them because they're operating like fully, on a subconscious level. They're not thinking, they're acting instinctually. And sometimes it helps to think logically and critically when you're learning, but then once you're going, it's better to just be instinctual like the pros are. But yeah, I would want to make my content basically the bridge between the analytical and then the instinctual. How do you get from seeing it to understanding it to then trying it to then mastering it? Like, how do you take a trick through that process? So, anyways, that's my little rant. What did you guys think about this type of video? You guys want to see more of that? You like the pros coaching me, the pros teaching me type tricks? Let me know in the chat. What are your guys' thoughts? No thoughts? I'm sorry for all the pausing. Dane Cologne, my man. Dane is another patron. My man Dane. Appreciate you, dude. Dane, unfortunately, we already finished watching it, watching the video, but you can go watch it right now, Dane. You can go watch it all the way through without me interrupting, because you are a patron. Daniel Medeiros, I dig it. I'm glad, dude. I dig it too. But ultimately, it doesn't matter what I'm into. It matters what you guys are into. So I would love to hear any criticisms of how to make it better. If you guys like the editing, was the editing too slow? There was a lot of conversation in between tries, so I tried not to cut out very much because I wanted you guys to hear the dialogue between me and Mario. Dane, what did y'all talk about? We just watched the nose blunt. Sorry, we just watched the nollie flip trick tip that I made with Mario. Well, not a trick tip. We watched him coaching me through, teaching me how to do it, and yeah, dude, it was sick, super hyped. I hope this is the first of like many videos to come like this. Ideally, bro, I don't know if this is like maybe this is a pipe dream, but ideally, if we had the Patreon going, the goal is 2,000 subs. That's like so much budget to be able to like fly to California or drive to California and stay for like a week, pay some pros to like make videos together, fly out to Montreal, fly to Vancouver, Canada, meet with Ben DeGrow, Spencer Hamilton. There's so many pros, dude, that I'd love to do videos like this with, of them like working through tricks with me. Also, hi, Mario. He's really competitive, and I'm really competitive. So I wanna figure out some way that I can stack the cards against him, so we can have like a maybe we play 8 up or like a game of skate. But like I think it would be funny to see if we could level the playing field somehow. See us compete against each other because he's very competitive, and I vibe with that because I'm really competitive. Did you learn him? Yeah, I did. Mario is often seen with Tom Asta. Yep, I know that. Yeah, Tom is actually the person that got Mario into doing the YouTube thing. This is like all super recent, but I hope Mario keeps up with it, dude. Like I hope it's a like long-term thing. Anyways, guys, I'm gonna go ahead and get to editing the next video, which is Mario teaches me how to frontside flip. So I gotta get to work, but I appreciate you guys all coming to the stream. If you haven't already, check out the Patreon. The link is in the description. Really, really appreciate you guys backing me, sticking with this whole process. And I know it sucks to like be asking for $5 a month, but I really think I can take your $5 and turn it into like something super, super sick and make some videos that the best skateboard content on the internet. Daily vlogs in the UK skate scene would work, I think. All right, guys. Catch you next time. Make every day a Friday. Peace.